Oh yeah, how's it going everyone? Maryland here, and that's right, it's time for another weekly update. Oh man, yeah, just a stream where I kind of give an update on what I've been working on throughout the week, any kind of updates for Pokemon and whatnot, and then I'll answer some questions that were asked in advance and then even live, which is cool. So if you're new to it, I'll be getting through the news and stuff first, all the stuff that if you're watching after this is live, you'll probably want to hear most of all. And then we'll just have a nice, chill, relaxed time. So again, I am reading chat, but I'm probably not going to be answering stuff until we get farther on. So thank you in advance for your patience. All right, so we have, well, some news today, which is pretty good. Yeah, we finally have the release dates for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That's wonderful. Like, it's honestly just the date I was thinking. It worked out to be November 19th, 2021. So, I mean, I'm not really surprised by that at all. I was thinking maybe there's a chance they do it in October. I know they've done that before, but, you know, maybe? Like, it's hard to say. But no, it's November 19th this year, so no big surprise or anything there. But there is a rather big surprise because they also announced the release date for Legends Arceus, which is crazy that it is actually going to be released January 28th, 2022. They said early 2022. I didn't think they meant that early. That's really early. So, yeah. That's quite surprising. Let me see if I have, yeah, I have a news update. Let me go ahead and show you that really fast. This is what I was working on today. Here we go. So yeah, I have this over on my website, which is neat. But yeah, yeah, so here's the boxes of them. They look pretty cool. They look very similar to the originals, which is, pretty neat. Like, that's definitely the vibe I'm getting from these games is, you know, they're really trying to be more recreations of the originals. They're not trying to change too much. They're trying to even keep to the same style, which is kind of neat. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they look pretty cool. And there's a double pack available. You don't get a discount. In fact, actually, you're getting ripped off, by the way, if you get the double pack. It's an extra penny. It's an extra penny. Come on. Absolute ripoff right there. Absolute ripoff. The bundle is physical or digital, which is nice. You can pre-order it right now, too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, that's neat. And then this is also very exciting. So Legends Arceus. I love the box. I think it looks really nice. Like, it's very cool. It's got Mount Coronet in the back. It just has a good look to it. Like, I think that's really neat. So, yeah. But the thing is with that, oh, here's some alternate art of it, which is really cool. You can see more Pokemon in this, which is neat. Like Staraptor, Shinx, Ralts, Rhyhorn, Bidoof. Yeah, you can kind of see Bidoof there. But yeah, it's surprising that this is going to be releasing in January. Like, I was honestly expecting April, maybe May, maybe March, but January is just so soon. It's crazy. Very crazy. Like, they don't usually release games in January. I mean, even in general, like, it seems like it's kind of a slow month, which is pretty crazy. Now, something I did notice, I had heard on the grapevine, like according to the Japanese website or somewhere, that it mentioned it was a one-player game. But now there is an entry on Nintendo.com, like the American website, and it does say players, one player. So I would temper your expectations here. It may not have like co-op or anything like that. Like, it doesn't necessarily need it, but I don't know. I think it's going to be more about the storyline, but that is kind of concerning just to see. I mean, again, without like multiplayer, it's going to be really hard to frame this as a main series game. You know, I mean, it probably won't be. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not trying to be negative on it. I think it'll be neat. I just hope that it's not too rushed. I was honestly a little concerned, and again, I'm trying not to be negative. I like to approach things in more of a positive perspective and all that. I think it's fine to disagree. I think it's fine to not like something, just as it's fine to like something. But I was a little concerned when I saw the initial trailer of it. It just looked a little choppy. Like, it didn't quite sing to me. Now, maybe they'll have improved it by then, hopefully, but I guess where I was going with that is that's what has me a little concerned about the timeline. Like, it's, you know, it would be something I could see them delaying to make sure they get it right. If they're gonna rush it through, I just don't want it to be bad as a result of that. I think it's more important that they get it right. I'm very glad with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they outsourced it to another company. I think that's actually smart because it'll give them the time they need to work on something more polished. So, you know, even if it's not perfect, like, I think that's a good mindset. Same with the DLC. Like, I think that was a good stopgap for them having to keep making new games all the time, because we're getting to the point where it takes such a long time to really make polished games. And, you know, everyone has all these expectations of games, and, you know, sometimes it's fair, but sometimes I think there's this pedestal that people hold any kind of game developer to, and it's like, you know, my approach on it is I'm gonna be just happy playing games. All right, I like that. I think that that's a healthier attitude. There have been Pokemon games I didn't care for. There have been some I loved. Like, I love X and Y. I know a lot of people don't, but I think that's something important just to consider. But anyway, they also had a Pokemon Home update, which is cool. You can get a Gigantamax capable Bulbasaur and Squirtle, which will be neat. And on top of that, there's a little hard to see what's going on from here, but it's their catch calendar, which is kind of neat. It basically makes it so you can set like anniversaries and you can filter Pokemon by that. Like, it's neat. Like, I haven't played around with it yet, but at least from the screenshots it looks cool. Also, Jigglypuff from above. Sweet. Yeah, you can see Pokemon at different angles now. You can see Torchic's butt. It has that little dot on its butt. I think if it's male. It's like 1 pixel, but apparently there's lore behind it. I'm not gonna go into it on this video. It's a little, not questionable, but just not. If you're eating something, you might not want to, you know, find that, but it has to do with chicks and determining if they're male or female. So it's actually kind of accurate. But anyway, yeah, this is what I was working on this morning. It's really good to see that they actually have announced the dates. I wasn't expecting this to be announced just yet, and I wasn't even expecting the release date. Like, I was kind of anticipating more of an E3 kind of presentation. Like, I feel like this is 2 weeks early. I mean, it's not a mistake or anything. It's just, it's weird. Like, I thought that would be the thing. So it has me kind of wondering, you know, what they're going to show for E3 or not. And the fact that these games are only 2 months apart, that's weird. Like, that's a very short time span. I'm kind of worried that, I don't know, like, it's weird. I've been thinking a lot about it. And again, I'm not like trying to start any rumors or anything like that. It's just like what I'm thinking. And my guess with this release date, this is like almost 1 month before Pokemon Day. Like, think of new Pokemon Snap. You know, they announced it in January of this year, but it kind of got overshadowed due to the hype on Pokemon Day. So I guess where I'm thinking this might go is maybe they'll have something cool to share on Pokemon Day, and they're trying to have this released before that. Again, I'm still kind of worried that's rushing it, but yeah, we'll see. I think that's interesting, just this timing. Like, it's weird that it's 2 months off, like not even 2.5, like just a little bit over 2 months apart. Very strange. Okay, so while I have you here, I've been busy working on the site this week. It's been a lot of work, but I've finally made some good progress. So I've been struggling with this Pokedex, trying to get it all tidied up. I don't have, obviously, the old version now because I've updated it. So I had these buttons and toggles and things just all over the place. Didn't know what I was doing. But now I have this all sorted out, and it looks good. So this is what we have going on. These buttons, they work just fine. I fixed this. This was causing me issues. Oh, they're styled now, so they look good. But it takes you back up top when you click it again, which is good. I think that's good design. If, you know, you have a paginated table and you scroll to the bottom, I hate it when it doesn't update it. Then you just have to scroll back up yourself. It's like, wait, now come on. I mean, of course, you can just do, well, you can't see it here, but you can toggle it to all if you just want to see everything on one page. But, yeah, just for loading, I love this table. Like, it's really cool. Now, another cool thing I did, there's a few things here. So this quick filter, now if you do, I'm just going to type Gru here, and I'm hitting enter, all right? So nothing's going to happen. But if I type in Grookey's full name, you can use this as a search. It will actually take you to that page directly. Now, there is a search option here. Like if you click this, I have this working now, so you can also do Grookey. And as you can see, there's autocomplete. This is the same one that'll be on the inside page too. So like, let's say Char. You know, this shows different things starting with Char. We can narrow it down to Charizard. We could do like Chimchar, Chimecho, etc. So like if we do this and we click it, it takes you there. So that's cool. But, you know, maybe not everyone wants to click this. They just really want to just quickly go there. I hate clicking unnecessary buttons. Like, you'd think this little icon should be obvious, but just in case you even don't want to do that much, I have this available, so you can just type in the full name there and it's fine. Like, it doesn't have autocorrect, it doesn't have suggestions, because it's more meant for filtering than anything. So, other things I have working, these now work, which is cool, but they also preserve it in the URL. So theoretically, I could link you to the Crown Pokedex page, and it will load this up by default, which is surprisingly handy. I know it doesn't sound that handy, but it is. It's nice, because these are all in the same table. I don't want it so you have to, like, load a new page for it. That's kind of silly. But if you want to link to it, like, that could be handy. So, also this toggle now, I have it styled so it looks like a toggle button. Has a little arrow showing you which one's active, which is nice. Right now, there's just ability and base stats. But honestly, I don't really know what else. Maybe like height and weight. I mean, it's more just there because I'm kind of loading that anyway. I feel like abilities is a good one. I always like to see those at a glance. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I can take it a step further though. Like I said, I've been busy on this. So in the URL, if we go to Pokedex / let's say Gen 6, okay? Now, this isn't going to be, like, live on the site immediately. Like, theoretically, it would work, but don't expect full compatibility just yet. But I'm at least setting down the framework for it, which I think is really important. So, as you can see, X and Y or Oz Pokedex, this gets updated here, which is pretty cool. But also, there's, like, all these Pokedexes here, and it's kind of nice, because, you know, it'll sort it by, like, which Kalos dex, it'll sort it in the Hoenn dex, but it'll also have a, and there's the National Dex there, too, but it also has the combined Kalos dex, which is pretty nice. So, you don't have to say, just, you know, what's, like, I want to see everything in the Kalos dex. So, like, here's everything with its attacks sorted. which is kind of cool. Can you see that all right? Let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit. Like, it's a little small, but again, you're viewing it on a small window here. Maybe even on a mobile device or something. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's kind of handy. And, you know, it has, like, Mountain 151 if it's in that, or, you know, COA or Coastal. So it's cool because it kind of shows it all. And there's another nifty thing I did that was necessary from, like, a design perspective because... All right, when we get to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon versus Sun and Moon, they use the same Pokedexes, but there's Island Pokedexes as well as the Alolan Pokedex, but these vary based on which version group you're using. So, I had to change this so it would reflect appropriately. So, like in this case, this is using the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon one. If I do this, I need to still have it so it toggles it automatically, like it'll refresh it. But now these buttons, they work for Sun and Moon. So this is like the Sun and Moon Ula Ula Dex. As you can see, there's 7 pages there. If we switch back here and go there, now there's 8. Because I think each one added like a bunch of Pokemon, and I know that there's like 400 in total versus 300 in Sun and Moon, or something like that. I don't remember. So yeah, it was just like one of those design considerations I had to think about how to properly like get that going. Now again, we're not gonna be working on that, like this won't be live for a little bit. I'm gonna try to have just the Sword and Shield plus DLC stuff up, but I'm laying the groundwork for the multi-generational stuff, which I think is really important. Okay, next up on my working list, what I need to get done, and I put in a little work, we're still a ways off. So I have the advanced Pokedex search on my website right now, which is cool. It's really neat. It's quite powerful. It lets you filter like a search result, which is pretty handy. I did hide a few things I was working on, like I want to get height and weight, and also regional Pokedex, like if it's in a regional Pokedex or not. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So this isn't working currently. Like I'm still in the process of this, but this is like the next thing I need to work on, making sure it's compatible. And then the other thing after that is I need to work on the team builder, getting that compatible, because I've changed so much behind the scenes. So much behind the scenes. So making sure everything works is really important. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be working on now. What I'd like to have happen, it's broken so I can't show you an example, but you type this stuff in. On the live site, you press this loads, and it shows you a new table, but it's not the new kind of table. So I'd like it to show a table like this. I think that would be really neat, and show you all of the results. Initially, I think it'll just show it in a table like this with, you know, abilities, quick filter, like basically exactly like this. But eventually I'd like it to even be smart and show you the columns based on what you type in. So if you're typing in learn move, maybe it'll tell you, hey, it learns this move at that level. Now that's gonna take a little bit, but I think that'd be really handy, having it smart and show you the results in that table. But my goal for right now, before I launch it, is just to have it work like this. And then I'll work on upgrading it later on. Also, I want to get to this question as well. I'll be answering questions in a little bit. We're almost through what I was going to talk about this week. But Billy has a really good one. Have you ever thought about getting someone to help you build this stuff? I know you can do it. It's just a big undertaking, but I suppose that'll make it worth the finished product. I actually do have someone working on the code. Matan in the chat. I'm kind of teaching him PHP and all the stuff that goes into the website right now. But he's a 3rd year computer science student and wanted to tackle like a project, like do something over the summer. So he volunteered to help with that, and it's pretty cool. He's working on the IV calculator right now. So I figured that'd be a good kind of, like, I'll say starter project. Like, it's something that I think will be a good introduction to how everything works and that. So that'll be kind of cool. I don't have that up or really able to show you right now, but it's definitely being worked on. I have to go back. So I had an IV calculator from way back, and it worked all right. But man, that was like 12 years ago or something. I think it was 2009. And I've had to like look at the old code for that, and oh man, it's interesting. So I've been trying to decipher some of the stuff for it so we can incorporate some of it into the new one. But yeah, so yeah, I'm actually getting help, but I'm quite selective about it. It's something that, you know, I'm very self-conscious about my code. I feel a lot better about it now though, which is good. Like, you know, looking back at my older stuff, it's like, wow, I really have made improvements. Okay, so that's all I really needed to tell you about the website, I believe. We already talked about the release dates, which is cool. So I think that just leaves us with some Ask in Advance questions, which is always fun. I know last week we had a bunch of them. I opened it up to everyone, and it took a long time to get through them, which was all right. Like, there were some good questions for sure, but that's not something I can do every week. I can't open it up to the public every week, because as you see, it gets crazy. Of course, after we get through this, you'll have more than a chance. If you're tuning in live, you can feel free to ask away. I'll be a lot more interactive with chat. We just got to get all this stuff out of the way first, and then we can chill, have a good time. But yeah, that's something that I think we should get to right now. So before I go on, there was a question last week that I said I'd get back to, and I didn't. I spaced out. It was a very long question, which I gave the person a hard time about. It was totally fine with it. It's all good. But I want to make absolutely sure I address the question. So let's go ahead and do that really fast here. I think that'd be good. Okay, so this is the question that I kind of joked about last week because it was all behind the read more. Thankfully, it was just fine. Like, Thunder55 wasn't like angry or upset or anything. It's all good. So I'm actually gonna read it all, or not all. I'll kind of keep it on the screen here because I'll try to summarize it. As you can see, there's a lot to dissect here, but in a nutshell, the question itself is, what is your opinion on Pokemon's difficulty options? And to elaborate here, it's basically like, okay, Pokemon as a game. I've obviously done Nuzlocke and variants on my channel, but I think a lot of people have this thirst to keep making Pokemon games harder. They're looking for extra challenges, so they'll do things like play different ROM hacks or, you know, a lot of extreme versions of things, which, you know, I'm personally not doing on my channel. I've always played the original games, but that's something that they want. And, you know, I think a lot of it is, what are my thoughts on that? Do I think the games are too easy, too hard, just right, as it kind of says on the screen there? And it's actually a rather... It's not a complicated issue, but it's really one that you have to look at the big picture. So, do I personally find the main vanilla games, do I find them, you know, easy, too hard, whatever? I find them easy. I do. I've been playing video games for 30 years. Just about 30 years now. I'm old. I know. But no, seriously. I have about 30 years of experience playing games. Of course I'm going to be better at them than someone who just started. I mean, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying, like, that's kind of how it goes. Like, as you play games more and more, you tend to get better at them. Do I think games have gotten easier in the 30 years I've been playing them? Absolutely. Absolutely they have. But a big part of that is so they can be enjoyed by a wider audience. And that's something that I still believe is very important. Assuming, and again, this question kind of goes on and talks about like difficulty options, which for the record, that's what I'm in favor of. I would love to see the main series Pokemon games, or even spin-offs, adding more customizable difficulty. I think that's one of the best things you can do to help give players a challenge. And they did it once with Black 2 and White 2. And it was very poorly implemented because you had to beat the game first and use this weird key system. Like, if they would have just had challenge mode unlocked from the beginning, that would have been great. But the problem is they don't. And let's take Pokemon X and Y, for instance. I kind of talked about this last week where I said it was one of the hardest games to do a wedlock on. If, and only if, you turn off the experience share, you know, use level limits, you do like all these other things. You impose difficulty on it because there's a lot of really hard random trainers throughout the game. But if you're just playing it vanilla and you don't turn off the experience share, but then you complain it's too easy, it's like, well, there were kind of difficulty options there along the way, you know, if you turn off a lot of these things. Like, I even played a non-Nuzlocke of X and Y shortly after it was released, and I played it without the experience share on, and I actually found myself struggling level-wise. Like, it wasn't the hardest game I ever played or anything, but, you know, it was definitely not just a walk in the park. Like, I enjoyed it, but that wasn't clearly communicated as, hey, leave this off to make the game more difficult. And my problem is they also now have that forced on with Sword and Shield. Like, they keep moving backwards in that direction of giving the player control over their difficulty levels. And that's what I take issue with. So I think it's very important that games remain accessible. And I think you're always better to have, and this is just my opinion, I know everyone will have different opinions, but I think you're always better having an easier game that more people can get into than a harder game that discourages a lot of players from getting into. I think it can be a good motivator to learn something and get good at something. Like, that's why a lot of games like, you know, Dark Souls, for instance, you know, they have a reputation for being quite brutal, but like once you learn them, and again, I don't play Dark Souls, I really don't know, but you know, once you learn them, they're a lot better, and a lot of people like that challenge. So people that like challenges, they go look for games that are challenging. Pokemon was never meant to be challenging. It has stayed more or less the same. Sure, it's gotten easier, games as a whole have, but it's also a lot of people's skill levels that have gone up where Pokemon tends to stagnate. So Pokemon's problem is they have a very wide range of skill levels of players that enjoy the game. And in my opinion, I don't think they cater to that as well as they could. I think that they would be a lot better off if they just introduced some difficulty options. You know, do things that raise trainers' levels. Do things that make the game harder. Like, you don't have to even implement, like, randomized kind of things. Like, that's realistically not going to happen. I wouldn't expect a, like, this is what I mean here. Like, I will never expect them to implement something like this, like a Nuzlocke mode or a randomized mode. That's just not how they work, because that also affects a lot of other players. It's like catering to a very small audience by comparison. I know they're very popular on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that's their primary audience either. So, but that being said, I think if they added more customization to make the game harder, like, it doesn't hurt anyone. Especially if you have to know, like, give the default option turning on the experience share. Give the default option making it, you know, a normal adventure, like not making it easier, but not making it harder. And let the player decide how they want to improve things. And if the game isn't going to do that for you, then it's really kind of one of those things that you as a player have to decide. But again, Pokemon is meant to be accessible to all ages and all skill levels. And a lot of people that are just starting out with gaming, whether they're 4 or 5 years old, or, you know, whether they're in their teens, you know, they might not, like, it might be new to them. And to make something that would give you a challenge, to make that be the standard that everyone else has to meet before they can have fun, like, you know, I think you're better off trying to make it more accessible to people. But again, that's just like my opinion. It's not that I think there shouldn't be any difficulty options, because I absolutely do think there should be. I think that's a missed mark on Pokemon's end. But on the other hand, I feel that, you know, making the games harder just to make them harder, like, that's not the way to do it. Like, it really isn't. I think you're gonna be better off with a franchise like this to make it accessible. All right, so anyway, that was the question from last week that I missed. I'm so sorry about that. I said I was gonna come back to it, and I didn't. Hopefully you can see why now. It was a pretty big question here. Okay, so we have a few more questions this week. Not very many, but just a few. So from Otomachi Una, I can't think of a question this time around, so my question is, how are you doing today? I am tired. I got about 4.5 hours of sleep. I had a hard time falling asleep last night, and I was up late, so that doesn't exactly help. But on top of that, I woke up at like 8:30, and for the record, I went to bed at like, well, I fell asleep around 4:10. I think it took longer than that. I have no clue exactly, but let's just say like 4:10 a.m. So like that's about 4 hours and 20 minutes of sleep. But even then, I didn't fall asleep instantly. So I don't know what that's all about. But I couldn't fall back to sleep when I woke up at 8:30. Usually I wake up at like 11 or 11:30. But the problem is, well, not really a problem, but, you know, it's like I was restless. I couldn't fall back asleep, but I saw, hey, 20 minutes ago, they announced the release dates for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Arceus, Legends Arceus. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So I just got up. It's fine. So I'm a little tired now, but I had like a lot of caffeine, so I'm kind of riding on that. We'll see how that goes. Sharipa asking, cartoon/anime have been a large part of most of our childhoods here in the community. With that thought in mind, Evan, what's one episode from the Pokemon anime that really touched your heart and is still very memorable to you to this day? I mean, honestly, it's like, you know, probably everyone's answer, but man, Bye Bye Butterfree was so sad. I mean, you know, it just tugs at your heartstrings. You know, it's like, it's this like kind of moment where, you know, Ash has to say goodbye to, you know, a faithful Pokemon of his, Butterfree, because it's what's best for Butterfree. It's what he wanted. So, I don't know. It was sweet. Like, that one's a good one. There was one of them. Shoot, what was it? I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there one with like Ash in a cave or something? Like all his Pokemon, he's like lost somewhere. I don't remember, but that one was good. Go West, Young Meowth was also classic. Because again, the same kind of thematics. It's like that's Meowth's whole reason for learning how to talk. Like he was super dedicated, and then his one true love, he just ignored him. It's like, oh man, Snow Way Out. That's the one. Yeah, Snow Way Out. It's been a while. I haven't watched it in a while, but I do remember that. Yeah, he gets like trapped in a cave or something, I think. He has to like huddle up with his Pokemon. I just remember like Charmander being really good for that. It's like, oh yeah. I don't know. Season 1, I guess, had some good moments in it. Like, I know that there's been others. I haven't watched a lot of the anime, to be honest. Like, I watch it, but not regularly. I haven't caught up with recent seasons. I was thinking I should just binge the whole series someday, and then I realized, oh wait, that would be like probably 3 years. But yeah, that's one that I guess those are a few that stick with me. There's one other question, actually. Let me see if I have it. I don't have it on my Firefox, so I'll just read it aloud here. But it was posted over on Patreon, which, again, good reminder. I did send a reminder to everyone on Patreon, because we're going to be doing the monthly supporter wall before we get to questions. That's the last thing on my agenda today. I actually got it all ready, which is good. At least it should be ready. I hope so. But one thing that I always make sure of, if you are pledging to me on Patreon, which is really helpful for support, again, not at all required, but I try to match any of the benefits that you get for being a YouTube member over there as well. You just don't get like the emotes and stuff in the chat, but you can still ask questions in advance. You can still do a lot of that, still get credited. But one thing that is really important, if you do pledge over there, you just have to make sure you let me know that it's okay for me to use your name or your username or whatever it is. Because on YouTube, if you become a member, I'm just going to assume, yeah, you want to be credited. Because, I mean, pretty much that's the thing here. But for Patreon, because a lot of it may have to do with the site as well, I don't want to be put in a situation where you did that, you weren't expecting me to put your name in a video or something, and they're like, wait a second. So just give me confirmation over there, and then we're all good. But yeah, I kind of issued a reminder there, and it was very helpful because a few of you reached out, and I have you added now, which is great. But just in case you're watching this and you're like, wait, I wasn't credited, it's just to respect your privacy. Just let me know, and I'll be more than glad. All right, but anyway, over there, Princess445445, a new patron, had a good question. When you played Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, etc., which marriage candidate caught your eye, or did you decide to court? Oh, man. Okay, so I'm trying to remember from Harvest Moon, because I know I mentioned that was like the first one I played way back, like the original one on the SNES, and I think her name was Annie. She was like the redheaded tomboy. She was my first wife in any of the Harvest Moon games. It was weird because I thought I would have liked the bookworm. I don't remember her name, but I don't know. There's just something about Annie from back in the original Harvest Moon that I really liked. And that was a lot of fun. As for Stardew Valley, I don't think I've actually married anyone in there yet, which is kind of weird. I keep getting to, like, the first year of winter, and I never make it to the second year. Like, that's always when I put it away for a bit. But, I don't know. I liked, oh man, who's the one with the blue hair? I'm trying to remember her name. Emily, I think it is. Although, I don't remember if she can be a partner or not. Otherwise, I know Abigail with the purple hair. Or, oh, who else? I don't know, like, those are the main ones that I guess I'm thinking of. Mario was kind of neat, too. Emily, yeah, I think it was Emily. I remember when I was streaming it, it got to a very weird point with her. I don't know what was going on. I never figured that out, so we'll have to see. But yeah, those are the ones that I courted. Okay, so that's it for the Ask in Advance questions. Thank you so much for that. We have just one more thing to get through before we have a chance to just kind of chill. We're going to open up a booster box on the trading card game online that my friends at Pokemon were so awesome enough to send me a code for, which is really neat. we have plenty of that. That's been a really nice, fun, chill thing to do. So we'll do that and answer some questions. But before we do, it is the end of the month. And what that means is it's time to say thank you for those that went above and beyond, the YouTube members and the patrons. The ones that do help keep you all keep the channel going. It isn't solely about that, but I like to give thanks where I can. It definitely helps right now. But yeah, anyway, hopefully this works. I think I got it set up. Hey, there we go. Yeah, this should be good. All right, so huge thanks. We're gonna start here. Huge thanks to, actually, you know what? Can I get some music? I mean, this is music, but give me a moment. I want some celebratory music. Let me get something Pokemon. I got X and Y soundtrack ready to go. Let me just find something that's good. I mean, it's all pretty good. That one's kind of sad. Oh, you know what would be sweet? Do I have... I wonder if I have the Heart Gold Soul Silver ending. Yeah, I do have it. I know I just went like complete 180, but it's just such a hype tune. I just love it. All right. Let's do this now. There we go. A lot more hype. Okay, so thank you so much to all of my shiny big service members and Pearl supporters over on Patreon. Thank you so much, Lufia, Aperture, Mickey Conway, Sandra Keyser, and Shiny Misty with the shiny big service. And over on Patreon, thank you so much, Atomachi Una, for the support. Atomachi Una 597. None of this shenanigans with 497. Not that that ever happened. Never. Oh, all right. For the next tier here, the big service members and the gold supporter patrons. Thank you so much, Fire Puppo, Crystal Etters, and Watson over on YouTube. Really do appreciate the support. And over on Patreon, thank you so much, Josh Mitchell, Joshua DP13, and Capricious. Thank you so much for the support. Really do appreciate it. And we also have... There's a lot of names. This is really adding up here. So thank you, everyone over here. Also, I think... Yeah, I'm listening to Sandra Keyser twice. I think I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But regardless, thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot. Each and every one of you. And, of course, everyone else tuning in. Whether, you're just watching, whether you can super chat a little bit, or even if you're just telling your friends or leaving a like. Like, it all really, really helps. It really does. So thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. Okay, so let me get the Pokemon trading card game online going. We're gonna do that. We're gonna open up a booster box of Shining Fates. We're gonna do that. And then hopefully I'll get some cool stuff. But it'll be nice. It'll be pretty chill. No, I didn't even play the whole staff roll. Almost did the whole thing, though. That's pretty good. All right. Okay, I even get a bonus booster pack. Let me load it up in a moment here. Yeah, we get some Cosmic Eclipse. All right. Let me get this set up. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we have a chance to just kind of chill, just hang out. I think I have a bunch of bunch of cards, that's for sure. But I've been excited to open up these. Yeah, my friends at Pokemon. Like I said, they sent me a bunch of cards for, well, a bunch of packs, like some codes for these. So this is really cool. So yeah, we've got 36 booster packs of Shining Fates to open up. Thanks to them. Oh man, this is the one that has, it has this bad boy in it. Ooh, yeah. I remember opening this live on stream, and that was so fun. That was so fun. So, that was really cool. Alright, alright. Oh, you know what? Where is... Anyway, there we go. We know I switch back to Pokemon music, too. Alright, so, are you all ready? Chat? This is a great time to just hang out, just chill. If you've got questions, now is the time to ask them. We can just relax, go through some packs of this. Let's rip it open, see what I get. I'm hoping for that Charizard. I can't trade it, so it doesn't really mean that much. But it's just cool. It'd be cool to add to my collection. What the heck? Why did I get 2 towels? That's weird. Oh, this set has some cute art. There's not a lot of cards in it, though. And... oh, I got so many of those. But honestly, that's fine. Those are good cards to have. OSRS just dropped their clan rework. No, I need to focus on the site. If there's one thing I can't do right now, it is play RuneScape. Ooh. Oh, right. I forgot. This is the massive. Actually, you know what? That Charizard, I was mistaken. That Charizard is actually from Champion's Path. My bad. Wow, time flies. No, there's a shiny VMAX Charizard. That's the one I'm looking for now in here. Right? I think that's in here. I gotta upgrade it. I gotta evolve that into that one. Oh man, I don't have that card in real life. Man, they make a lot of these sets that have like all these super rare Charizards. Ooh, that is a pretty card. That's one of those amazing Reshiram. Think we'll get a special edition Switch combo for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? I really don't know. Part of me hopes so, but another part of me really doesn't, because I already have the Animal Crossing Switch as well as the Let's Go one. So I don't really want a third Switch. But I feel like I'd have to get it, you know? Alright. Getting that shiny Sobble was kind of cool, too. I feel like I just glossed over that. Wow, look at that. 2 mythical Pokemon. Huh. Nice, Ellis. Yeah, still at it. In fact, the Diamond playthrough is still going on. Oh, after all these years. Yeah, I just picked it up again. Because I never did post-game back in the day, but kind of as an April Fool's joke. Because people were, like, really excited to see me back. And, you know, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. They were announced. It's like, I felt like the time is now. Let's play a fake. Ooh, I swear I have that one too, right? I think I do. I think I have the Sobble in real life too. I have to check. Ooh. But yeah, it's going, which is nice. Are we just focusing on the cool tools on the website, or are the walkthroughs also something we can look forward to? I will anyway. Obviously, the other bits have priority, though. Absolutely! I really want to have walkthroughs going. So why the Pokedex on my website is so important is because it helps fuel the walkthroughs. Like, you can kind of see on the Sword and Shield walkthrough that still isn't finished, I'm sorry. You can kind of see on that there's... you know, the tables that show, like, trainer Pokemon, that show Pokemon in the area, stuff like that. So, that's all pulled from the Pokedex, or essentially, like, it should be pulled from that. So, like, my goal is to have, you know, once I have the Pokedex set up for all the different generations, and versions and stuff, it'll be really easy for me to go back. Well, not easy, but that's a huge piece of the puzzle that I'm missing for going back and writing walkthroughs for older games and stuff. So, yeah. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing walkthroughs. I started on a new Snap walkthrough, but I had to get to coding. I ran out of time. So, I'll get to it someday. More of this. Do I work with the Pokemon Company? International, yes. I don't work for them, but we have a good relationship, which is really nice. Like, they're super cool. They sent me... Oh, man. All right, hold on a moment. You know what? I'm super excited because I have a date picked for this. We're gonna open this up on, I think probably the 5th? I have something planned for the 4th as well. And then I'm thinking, because this is what they sent me. Well, this is something they sent me. Because they also sent more. They love me. I don't know what it is. What the heck? Honestly, I feel so conflicted right now. Like, this is all from my friends at Pokemon, and it's really important that I say that I stress that, because first of all, I want it to always be clear what our relationship is, and that's why I wanted to answer that question. Do I work with them? Yes. I don't work for them directly. They don't pay me to show anything, but they give me stuff. They give me free stuff, like the codes that I'm using for these packs, like the booster boxes there, elite trainer boxes, stuff like that. They give me stuff, and this time in particular, they gave me a lot. They don't even usually do that. I'm grateful for everything I get, which is wonderful. Like, and that's something really important to me. Like, I want to have a good relationship. I mean, this is the company that I've spent most of my life, like literally most of my life on now, which is crazy. So for me, it's so cool having a good relationship with them. And, you know, that's really important. I don't think I'd want to work directly for them, but I know a lot of my friends that actually did go on to work at the Pokemon Company International, which is really cool. Like, that's neat. But something I feel conflicted about, like, they were super generous this time around for Chilling Reign. I've had these 3 booster boxes for, I think, like, over 2 weeks now. I'm not kidding. And I gotta wait a little bit, but I just, why I feel conflicted is I do understand a lot of people's frustration right now with the great Pokemon TCG shortage of 2020 and 2021. Like, I know it's really hard and frustrating for a lot of people. I wish I knew what to tell you. Like, I really do. I wish I could say it's gonna get better. And why I feel so conflicted is, you know, I never want to be that guy that's like, hey, look at all the boxes and stuff I just bought. I just bought out a whole store to make content, you know? Like, you're taking away from people's enjoyment just for yourself. Everything that they sent me is stuff that I'm sure they budgeted out that was never going to be going to stores. I'm not taking purchases from anyone else. But from a glance, it's hard to explain that. Like, you know, I don't want to come across as being like, hey, look at all this stuff you can't get. And I have more of it now. Like, I feel like a lot of people are doing that. It's tough. So that's why it's really important that I tell you, I got this from Pokemon. I didn't go out and, you know, buy it from someone, from like kids who could have bought individual packs. They sent it to me so I can highlight it and show it in a good light and, you know, give my thoughts. Of course I'm biased. I'm 100% gonna, like, admit that. I do try to be critical, but, like, I love Pokemon. I mean, it's a brand I've enjoyed for such a long time. So, I mean, you know, it's a natural step, but it's important for you to understand the difference you know, and me getting that. So I'm really excited to open it, but I also really want to be mindful that a lot of people have a hard time finding it right now. I believe it will get better. I really hope it does. What I'll be opening in June, it's not going to be taking away from what anyone else would have gotten. You know, I'm sure that that's like their promotional kind of budget, if you will. But it's still hard. It's like, you know, I don't want to show off. I want to have a good time. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I think we can all have a really good time with it. Ooh, Bird Keeper. Oh, that's a cool looking card. I like that. This one is Starly. But from a fan's perspective, it's really cool that that they send me stuff. Like, that's always this dream, you know? Like, it's so neat. Like, if I would have told myself, like, 15 years ago that that's where I'd be, like, I wouldn't have believed it. I've gotten so many of these Yanmega. I wouldn't have believed it. I've been like, are you serious? And they've been so much better over the years, too. Like, you know, I've had my website for 20 years now, but over the past few years, they've done a good job at you know, making, like, I love it! I love it! I love Shiny Cramorant. This one looks great. Oh, man. Bless this bird. Ooh! That's pretty. I have that in real life, too. That's a cool card. Very cool card. How do you even manage all these cards? Soon you're gonna need a walk-in closet exhibit just for yourself. So I try to have a set in a binder. That works pretty well. Like, you know, one card, and then if there's a reverse holo version, I'll put that, like, behind it, sort of. But beyond that, what I find works really well are the Elite Trainer boxes. Like, you get packs in them, but they also store things quite well. They store things quite well. Ooh, that's neat. Which is great. Usually I can store the contents of a booster box plus the Elite Trainer box, minus any of, like, the sleeves and stuff. I can store that in one of the Elite Trainer boxes when it's put together. So it's like the perfect thing to store them in. I've really grown to like them. And they come with, like, a book showing, or like the guide, the player's guide it was. And they're really neat. Oh, that's a cool shiny. I don't even remember this thing shiny. That looks neat. Wasn't here for the Gen 4 Remake's release date. Oh, that's fine. I will tell you what it is. Ooh, Delmise. It's, let's see. So for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, that is going to be released on November 19th of this year, 2021. And then, surprisingly, Legends Arceus is actually January 28, 2022. It's like right around the corner after that. I'm really surprised. Also, I've had some pretty good pulls here. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that! Shiny Impidimp. No, I'm pretty sure it's November 19th, 2021. I'll double check, but I've been reading it very thoroughly. Let's check the press release really fast. Yeah, November 19, 2021. Source, the official website. Volcanion. That's the one downside to this set is, well, there's a lot. Honestly, the more I was thinking about it, I know I gave this set a hard time for having so many shiny cards in it. 122 in this shiny vault set. You don't really get them often, but I think it's really to encourage trade. Like, you know, back in the day, trying to trade for things, like if everything is rare, you know, you kind of want to trade for stuff. Like, it's kind of neat. It's not so bad. It's a pain if you're trying to collect everything all, but I think just going into it Wow, I pulled a lot of these. I feel like my actual packs weren't this good. How are we doing on oh, we got 18, so we're halfway through. Usually watch these on your history page, so if you don't feel like repeating, you could ask me to watch it on repeat. Oh, I just answered your question. It was about when the release dates are, right? For Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it is November 19th, 2021. And for Legends Arceus, it is January 28th, 2022. So right around the corner. Oh, it's so cute. It's all pink. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, okay, okay. For future reference. All right, cool. I just want to make sure you got your answer. Just want to make sure. Yeah, if you watch them after they're live, that's totally cool. That's why I always try to have like the news and updates and stuff like that. I always try to have that in the beginning, just so it's easier to go through, because I know not everyone can watch it live, which is fine. But that's why I try to have just the chill time. This has been really fun just for chill, you know, answering questions, just opening packs. Like, I like this. Thank you so much, Pokemon, for all these code cards. Like, I hadn't played the TCG Online in a long time. I've been, like, waiting to get back into it. But it gave me that push. It, like, really motivated me, which is cool. With Legends coming out in January, do I think Gen 9 will be on the same style with the open world in the future? I really don't know. I think Gen 9 is something we have to start thinking of, though. We'll have to see. Let's see. Once you're done with the battle zone, will you consider doing Sinnoh Battle Frontier as to wrap up your Diamond adventure? I know it's Platinum, but would add to your walkthrough. No, I'm not considering that. Oh, thanks, Billy. Have a good night's sleep. Hopefully I'll get that Charizard. Already I got some cool Shiny Ball cards, so I feel good about that. Oh, Shiny Koufant. Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing Platinum content. The only thing I consider doing, I think in my Platinum save, which has been reset from the Platinum Adventure, but I think in that one, I have the 2 islands. The one where you get Shaman and the one where you get Darkrai, but I already claimed them in it, so it'd be kind of boring, honestly. But no, I'm not going to be doing the Battle Frontier. You really have to train up a team for that, too. Like, I'm not even doing more of the Battle Tower. I've seen so many of these Yanmega. Any shiny cards for the Shinx? I don't know. That is cool. Yo, Cinderace VMAX. I love that thing. I like that whole evolution line. It's pretty cool. Like, I love rabbits. They're, like, my favorite animals. So seeing a rabbit starter is really cool. But also, having it turn out pretty good, all things considered. In all of its evolution lines. Like, they're all very different. This is some funky music. First foil Manaphy and Volcanion. How is the music level, by the way? Like, I was taking a listen and just kind of taking a look at my stream from last week, and I noticed that the audio was a little bit on the loud side. So I tried to turn it down a little bit. It's hard to balance with my headphones because I have it a little quieter so I can hear myself talk. I should see if there's any, like, Pokemon music I can play to, like what I have the mood for. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of one of those disappointing shinies. I think Surfetch is pretty good, though. I like the foil pattern on this, though. Like, it looks neat. Ooh, Piers. Dude, look at this. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Like, what is this? Like a younger Piers when he was going through his challenge? Oh, look at this good boy. Look at this good boy. Aww. I like Galarian Zigzagoon the best out of the evolution line. But I also kind of like this Linoon. Like, when it's not looking too derpy, like, it's cool. I like this. This is really nice. Aw. I really want to get this card in person now. How many packs do I have left? 11. There's a League card of Young Peers and Sword and Shield. Oh, man, I need to pay more attention to the League cards. It's always one of those things I didn't really do much. Alright, see ya, Bree. Alright, let's see. This set is very exciting for TCG Online because it's like this one here, it's oftentimes a good time. Ooh, another Delmise. I didn't even read what this thing does. If any of your grass Pokemon are knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during their last turn, this attack does 90 more damage. Wow, so that's a good thing to have just for some quick damage afterwards. Beyond that, like, I don't know then. I don't know. I want some new music. What are we feeling like? Well, I have X and Y around. I need to make better playlists. Like, it can be hard sorting out my iTunes. Someday I need to sort out my iTunes music. Try to get that all figured out. Someday, though. Someday! Yo, that thing looks really cool. So I was doing some Dynamax adventures with some friends the other night. And one of the Pokemon we ran into was Graplock. And we always like to see, oh, what would a good Pokeball be with that? And I couldn't remember what shiny Graplock looked like, so I had to look it up, and it's like, whoa, that thing looks really cool. I really want one. I have not gotten a single shiny Pokemon. Not a single one in Dynamax Adventures. And I have done it probably hundreds of times at this point. It's really, really discouraging. Oh, it just has me so sad. But it is really fun with friends. Like, if you have a good group of friends to do that with, like, it's just a really chill time. Well, I don't know. It's pretty chill. It's really funny sometimes. Ah! I love it. I love it! So, let's see. I probably should have mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I think for next week, we're not going to do it on Wednesday. Ooh, that is pretty. Shiny VMAX Lapras? Oh, that is cool. That is really cool. Wow, what a good pack! What the heck? That is a really good pack right here. What the heck? How is that even possible? Like a secret rare and a shiny VMAX? This is one of the best packs. I think the only thing that'd be better if that were Charizard. Wow. Epic music? No kidding. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. That's actually, like, unusually good. Only got one shiny from Dynamax Adventures. Aww. Cantonian Marowak. Oh, that's kind of a weird one. That's kind of a weird one. How many more do I have? I got 6 of them. Wow, that was such a good pack. Yeah, it's a fun event, though. Like, I like the Dynamax Adventures. I love it! I love it! I love Bunnelby. It's so cute. Like, it's so boring, but I love it. And shiny Bunnelby looks awesome! Oh, that's really cool. It's also Mad Party, which is nice. I know that. Like, I think it's still a good deck. I don't know. I definitely haven't been keeping up with like competitive TCG decks. I'm gonna need to figure that out if I play some TCG online. All right. Ooh, that's cool. Shiny Sinistea. Looks awesome. Ooh, Crobat VMAX. Nice. Yeah, these are way better packs than the ones I actually pulled, I think. At least it feels that way. Hey, I already have one of these. I already have one of these. It's fine though. Oh, hey, I don't think I had one of these. Perfect for the Crobat I just got, the VMAX one. Hey, I already have one of these too. And I already have that. Come on, come on. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, oh, I like the effect on that. This attack does 80 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Jeez, it's crazy. All right, we have one more pack. I'll open up this one too. My luck is too good. I want to see how many of the shiny vault Pokemon I pulled. Maybe I was just unlucky before. Oh. All right, Cosmic Eclipse. Let's see. What do we got? That looks neat. What the heck? Dude, this Zangoose looks really cool. Why don't I remember this? I know I opened up some Cosmic Eclipse. Also, shoutouts to there being literally 2 Spiel. They both look very cute. Oh, that's neat. Cosmic Eclipse is your favorite expansion? I must have, like, missed out on it or something. Man, it's been a while. I know I opened some up. I don't remember what I had. It's such a long time ago. It's Sun and Moon! Wow! Oh, man. That was fun, though. What did I get? Is there a way to filter it by... Can I do just the shiny ball? Oh, there we go. Shiny Pokemon. That's really neat. It's really neat that they actually have that as an option. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, so here's all the shinies I got today. Alright, so... how many is this? This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's a lot better odds than what I had. I was pulling about 1 in every 3. So this would be... we opened up 36 and I got 15. So that's not too bad. I mean, I guess right now we have 14 unique. Out of what? How many? Out of 122? Ow! That's painful. That is painful. Oh, it's fine though. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Now they're all together. See, what I like about this is I don't have to worry about sorting it out. It just does it automatically. Which is cool. Alright. Well, nifty. Let me switch back to some Rain Wave. And I like the Elite Four battle theme, don't get me wrong. It's pretty good. I mean, I guess we just have some piano going now. Which piano's alright. Like, I don't have anything against piano. Alright, let me close this down. That was fun. We'll have to do that again. Anyway, what I was kind of mentioning, I think I got distracted. I'm sorry. I do that all the time. So, for next stream, I'm thinking of mixing things up for June, because we're moving into a new month. I have some stuff planned for the 4th and the 5th. So as I kind of mentioned, I think for next week, we'll technically be skipping it, but it will be on Sunday. So I mean, it's kind of, I don't know if we're skipping it or not. Depends on your definition of a week, right? But yeah, so I think Sunday the 6th, what I was thinking of doing, because I should be able to rip some of these open. I think doing a live box opening will be a lot of fun. I haven't done that in such a long time. I'm trying to remember the last time I did that. And I swear, these packs have just been teasing me. They have been taunting me for such a long time now. It is crazy. So I am really looking forward to opening them, but I have a few. So I'm going to do one in the usual style for sure. And I'm thinking that'll go up on Saturday the 5th. So that'll be fun. But then we can follow it by opening one up live on Sunday the 6th. And just having a good time, having a nice, chill, relaxing time. We can just kind of go through it. I'll bring back the pack cam. It'll be really fun. Like, I enjoyed it when I did it before, but it was definitely hard to get that setup going, you know? But I think I got it figured out more or less. I'll probably need to get my old lighting setup going again, but we'll have to see. It's a wild setup, but it gets the job done. Did I get a haircut? Yeah, I did get a haircut like about a week ago, maybe a week and a half. Something like that. It was a little shorter than I would have liked, but it's okay. I needed a summer cut anyway. Yeah, so like I said, I'm super excited for that. That will be some pretty good content. Additionally, I'm thinking for, because this is the other big factor. The Diamond Adventure is recorded. It is all finished. I have it done. And it's going to end on part 100. It wasn't actually intentional, but it did work out that way, so that's good. Now, obviously, there's more than 100 videos because I was weird with my numbering system back in the day. I had, like, gym leaders had their own episodes, and there was, like, 13 and a half. I don't know. It's really weird. But the point is, we're at part 100. It is coming to an end. That will end on June 1st. So what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking of actually launching that as a premiere. The final episode. So that will be at 3 p.m. Central Time. For reference, right now it's 4:33 p.m. On Tuesday, June 1st. So a premiere, it's kind of like a live stream, except you still have the live chat, but it's a pre-recorded video. So, like, it would be that episode. So, like, I'll probably chill in the chat and just watch along with you all. But if you want to see the conclusion to 14 years of Diamond Adventure, like, that'll be it. And it's actually done. It will be over. And it's wild, but I mean, I'm really glad that I went back to it and that a lot of you enjoyed it. Like, it's super nostalgic. I think that'll be fun just to kind of get ready for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Like, I think it's like, those will be neat. I'm thinking I most likely will do a video series on them. Like, I'm not hard committing to it, but you know, it's so nostalgic. I mean, for me personally, that's where both my site and YouTube took off, so doing something for it on both of those platforms definitely seems right, so we'll probably be doing that. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I think it'll be pretty neat. So I hope you'll tune in for the premiere on the 1st. I just have to remember, I'm not gonna schedule it until after part 99 goes up, which should be on Saturday, I believe. It's Tuesdays and Saturdays that I usually post it. So yeah, Saturday the 29th. Then Tuesday the 1st, we have the finale. And then on Friday the 4th, we should have some TCG. So that'll be kind of the month of June. There's a lot of Pokemon TCG stuff, which will be fun. So we still got stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry. But I want to think more about the weekly chats and weekly updates and stuff like that. Like, I really just need to kind of give it some thought. Like, you know, I worry that we're getting to the point where everyone has asked everything that they wanted to ask anyway. So finding, you know, interesting things to do. Like, I don't want to turn it into a podcast. I don't want to have it be a big production. My goal for the series, for this, like the, you know, Let's Talk or whatever it is, my goal with it was really just to be somewhere I can be accountable and accessible. Because, you know, after I kind of came back in February to do some TCG videos, you know, I was kind of gone from YouTube at the time. And, you know, a lot of people were just genuinely happy to see me again. And, you know, I was worried that people would be angry that I was a hypocrite. Wait, I thought you said you quit. Well, I mean, again, as I've kind of gone over, like, originally my plan was just to kind of leave YouTube and just have fun on Twitch. Like, not do it for money, not do it for whatever, but, you know, just as a place I can go and work on my site. Like, have that be my main thing. But, and then upload to the Stream Archive channel. But the problem is, like, Twitch fell apart, and I just don't like it now. Their decisions, and, you know, I'm not gonna go on and on about it, but, like, it's just that whole plan changed. And as I kind of mentioned earlier in the video, I want to stay with a good relationship with Pokemon, and that was something I was worried about kind of leaving YouTube behind. Is, you know, will things still be all right? And I did a few openings on Twitch, and they turned out really good, so that was nice, but I was a little worried about that. So then when Twitch fell apart, it's like, I really still want to have that good relationship. So I just realized I'm going to have to make videos again. So that's what I did back in, I think it was like November or something. And then more recently, February. So, and here we are, about to do more of it. But everyone was just excited to see me. And I was building it up to be more of a bad thing in my head, being a hypocrite. And again, you know, someone left a comment on that video the other day, and it was basically saying, you know, hey, the video was the thanks for watching, everyone, and it's saying, hey, should you still keep this up? It's not really relevant anymore. And I said, yeah, I should, because you know what, any way you look at it, I have to be held accountable for that. I mean, you know, it was a decision I made, and obviously things changed, but sweeping it under the rug doesn't really help. I have to be accountable. That's just how it goes. And I think it was important for me to kind of recognize that, because, yeah, I mean, obviously things change there, but rather than trying to pretend like it didn't ever happen, I just have to accept the fact, hey, I said that, I meant it at the time, I had a plan. Plans don't always work out. That's how it goes. So, but anyway, people were just happy. So what I need to think about now is, I still want to do something, maybe if it isn't weekly, maybe even like bi-weekly or something. I want to have updates on the website. That's really important. That's why I wanted to do it weekly. It's like, hey, I'm going to be held accountable here. You know, this is what I got done. This is what I didn't get done. This is what I need to get done. Just mentioning all that. Like, if it's boring, so what? That's how it goes. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. When is Dialga coming to raids? Like, are you talking in Pokemon Go, or are you talking in like Sword and Shield? Like, I have no clue. They haven't announced anything. I don't really play Pokemon Go nowadays. But yeah, I don't know. I need to give it some thought. Like, I want to find some things that might be good. Like, I think just doing the chill TCG Online, like, openings is pretty fun. Like, it's chill. It's relaxed. But, you know, I just don't want it to get too boring or anything. Or like, you know, another problem too, and again, I don't like to really base it on metrics, but I do need to just think about it, is usually every time I do a weekly stream, it's like 100 people unsubscribe each time. And, you know, it's just because they don't want that content. Like, that's not what they subscribe for. I don't blame them. I don't fault them for that. But, you know, if it's something that consistently no one is really, or at least there's enough people that just don't like that, you know, is that really, like, maybe it is too much. Sometimes too much of something can be a bad thing too. So, you know, maybe doing like every 2 weeks or something, like, I gotta figure that out. Like, I don't know for sure, but you know, just trying to give it some thought, just trying to think of, and you know, maybe if I did something more fun or more interesting. Like, currently I can't do video games on YouTube live, but by August I should be able to. So like, maybe we can reapproach that then. But even then, I'm only planning on doing Pokemon stuff. Like, I'm not just gonna stream whatever, unless it's of a game that like a sponsored game that I like really like. I mean, like, well, okay, it's technically sponsored, but like Monster Sanctuary. I rave about that game. You know, I got the free copy on both Steam and Switch, but I honestly love it. Like, it's one of my favorite games. But, you know, they gave it to me, so it's kind of sponsored. Hashtag free product. But, you know, something like that. So, you know, obviously leaving the door open for that, but generally speaking, you know, I don't want that to be a focus. I really don't even want YouTube to be a focus. Like, I'm not looking to grow. That's why, like, thinking of the 100 subscribers every stream, it's like, okay. Okay, so what? That's fine. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. It's fine. And I think that's a good realization, you know? It's like, I don't really care if my content makes it big anymore. I'm here for all you who are sticking around. I think that's important. But I also want to make sure you're getting, you know, a good time and having a good time. I think that's good. So I don't know. Give me some feedback. If, you know, after watching this, you have some thoughts, like, you know, leave it in the comments of this video. Like, I'd like to find things that we can do in like June. I mean, we have a lot of TCG stuff planned. That'll be really cool. But just, you know, what would make it interesting? Like, I don't want to have guests on. I want to keep it really simple. I don't want it to evolve into some big thing. Just something. And, you know, maybe that means maybe less is more is important there. So, you know, in that case, like, maybe having it every 2 weeks would be better. You know, there's a lot that could be done there. Like, it's fine. So just kind of giving it some thought. Like, I don't know. It's just things I've been thinking, because we've been at this now for about 3 months, I think, which is crazy. Very crazy. Remember when Carlos, aka Insane the Rain Music, made the decision to go from weekly to bi-weekly? Seemed like he felt more at ease with his upload schedule afterward. Oh yeah, like, honestly, what is nice about this is it's like, it's basically zero effort. I mean, there's a little bit, I have a little bit of prep I need to do, but I'm not, like, in Carlos's case, like, making music or something like that. I mean, there's not a lot of pressure for what I'm doing versus what he's doing, which is great. Moving to bi-weekly for him makes plenty of sense. Like, I know how that can be. I would try to do daily videos. I mean, obviously it's different if you're making music, but, you know, the pressure of doing that versus doing it like 2 times a week, it's just so much better. So much better, just, you know, mentally, to not have like this constant pressure where you feel like you can breathe. I feel like you're a lot more productive that way. So thankfully, I don't feel like this is really a problem. I just want to make sure that other people aren't getting overwhelmed by it, especially because it's like, I don't really do a lot of stuff. I'm not really that exciting. Yeah, that's another thing too. I do have a lot of TCG stuff. We're gonna do a lot of it live, so maybe we'll just do like the weekly chat. And again, another thing too is maybe remove the ask in advance and the question thing and just like freestyle it, you know? Like, that was kind of where I was getting at. I want to make sure I find something fun for the people that are supporting, because I think that's good. Like, I don't ever want it to be too much of a separation of, oh, these people are paying me money, they get all this special treatment. No, I mean, I think it's really important to say thank you and to give something cool. But I think if it's coming at the expense of holding back something from others, I don't know. I would rather avoid that. Like, you know. But finding something that makes it, it's just a nice touch, you know. That's why, like, the ask in advance is a really good compromise. Because it's like, oh yeah, you know. Gives you something to do. Gives you something, like a benefit that isn't really anything other people can do. Like, they can tune in and ask live. I thought that was neat. But again, that was like 3 months ago. I think people are running out of questions now, which is fine. That's totally optional. But I just want to give that some thought, I guess. So, I really don't know. I'll be thinking about it a lot. But June will probably be interesting because we're going to do a lot more TCG related streams because I got a lot more TCG related stuff. Oh, yo, hey, thank you so much, Colby, this isn't the main thing I want to have going. Like, I'm really excited about the site. It was really good to see a lot of questions and interest in the site today, too. Like, I'm so close to having this big update, and that was such a big part of my life. And it's like, when I'm working on it, that feels like what I want to do. And it's cool to see that. It's cool to see. So, yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to give it some thought. But anyway, I think that is, pretty much kind of gotten to the end here. I'm kind of out of stuff to say or mention, so I'll give you all a brief chance if you have any other questions before I head on out. But otherwise, I think we're gonna call it there. We're talking about the scowl chop it has. What? No, I just turned it backwards because of Colby's name being Oshawott backward. So no stream next weekend, but next Sunday. Okay, so here's how it's gonna go. So this upcoming weekend, the 29th, that's where the, that is where the part 99 of the Diamond Adventure will be. It's just gonna be like a normal upload. Nothing this Sunday, nothing this Saturday, other than that. Tuesday will be the finale. That will be a premiere, I'm hoping, and that will be the finale of the Diamond Adventure, part 100. It will be like this, where you'll be able to watch it live, but it won't be a live stream. Like, I won't be in the corner anywhere, but I'll be in the chat, so I'll be doing that. Then, Wednesday, the 2nd, I'm not going to be streaming. We're going to be moving that to Sunday instead, but we'll do a special stream with that. It will be opening up a booster box live, and that'll be fun. That'll be really fun. I'm looking forward to that. But then we also have videos on the 4th and on the 5th too, so there'll be a lot. Will I be making an announcement sometime prior to the airing of part 100? I will have it scheduled after part 99 goes up, probably like a day after or something. Let's see. What was backwards on Oshawott? No, it's the name, Neil. It's the name. Also, Neil, your name is literally visible in chat. That's how people know your name. You can see it while you're typing in chat. That's how you're saying someone's name, because you can see it. Like, everyone can see your name, too. Will I do an Omega Ruby LP sometime? Or anytime? Probably not. Probably not. But I've already done the Omega Ruby Wedlock, so that's kind of an LP. Kind of. I mean, it is a playthrough of it, so you can watch that if you're looking for something for that. Let's see. My brain is 99% FF14, so no questions for me. Secret series. Oh, yeah. Do I have any LPs planned? Not particularly. I guess the next one I'll be approaching will probably be, Brilliant Diamond. Probably see how that goes. But that'll be a ways off, huh? That's fine. I'm trying not to plan too much as far as videos go. Too busy drawing to ask questions. That's fine as well. No worries. Again, it's always there, like, as an option, but that's why, like, getting feedback, if there's something else that would be nice that doesn't involve, like, too much. Like, I don't want it to sound like, oh, I'm not trying to give you anything. I'm just trying to find good, sustainable things I can do to make sure, you know, you're always getting something. And that's why, like, the questions seem like a good idea. But yeah, I guess, you know, I wasn't sure how long this would even be running. Like, it's still going. I mean, I guess back then I'm like, yeah, I can do this for a long time. But yeah, I can definitely see why people would run out of questions. ASMR stream, is that a possibility? No, it's not a possibility. Or is it? I don't really know. Nah, let's not do that. When I first saw you live stream, your face doesn't match your voice. LOL. Alright. Why not a plush stream? Oh man. How do you even do that? I mean, I would have to get a new house. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but like, just to show them all in the background, like, you know. Pokemon Legends Arceus will probably have like 15 hours of content at max. I mean, a lot of games nowadays have that, yet they're full price. So if it does, okay. I mean, I'm not sure how much I got out of New Snap, but I enjoyed the experience. And it was way longer than I thought, so. But if you're on the fence, you can wait until you see reviews and then decide if you want it. And I think letting the people that enjoy it, enjoy the 15 hours, if that's all it has, let them enjoy it. Alright, let's see. Ever thought of having special guests on here that also like Pokemon? That's something I specifically want to avoid for this, because I don't want to turn it into like a podcast. I don't want to turn it into like a pay to get on, like if I did it for members or patrons or something. And I don't want to have it just being like, you know, a bunch of friends. I want it to be more me interacting with you, the community. And I feel like when I have people on, there's more of a disconnect with like the chat and with people and stuff. Like already during the beginning, that's when everyone's tuning in and they have questions and they don't understand. I want to say as much as I can for the people who watch it later to have it, you know, kind of easier to digest. And then we do the questions afterwards. So, I probably won't do that. Like, that's definitely an understandable thought. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that would make sense if I wanted to grow, like, the channel or even just this series. But really, I just want to keep it simple. Like, that's how it is by design. It's honestly just me talking for a bit. And, you know, maybe come August, we can do something else in the background. Like, I don't know if I want to do shiny hunting or shiny hatching again, but I mean, yeah, that might be more chill than just having this in the background. I'm also going to turn Oshawott back. Okay, your timeout is over, buddy. It's a cute Oshawott plush. I do like it. I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it at, like, Worlds or something? I don't know. Maybe it was National. I really don't remember. It's very cute, though. I really like it. How do I feel about having 2 Pokemon games within 3 months of each other? I'm kind of surprised by that, to be honest. Like, honestly, I was not expecting that. That is way sooner. That actually kind of worries me, too, because I'm a little worried that that's going to cannibalize the sales of the other set of games, you know? Like, first of all, it's not before Christmas or anything. It's, like, in January, like, after Christmas and Hanukkah and the New Year, Boxing Day, you know, all that. Like, there's nothing really going on in January. So, it's just weird. And then, like, I don't know. My personal thought is they want to have it out then, so then they can have a big announcement on Pokemon Day in February. Which, I know that seems like a big kind of play to have a game's release based on an announcement, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, at least it'll give me a lot to play. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I was expecting it to release in, like, March at the earliest. Like, you're right. 150 Galley. That's kind of what I was thinking. Honestly, I was thinking it would be November 19th for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Like, I was looking at the calendar, like, when do I think it will be? And it was, like, so obvious that it was going to be, like, then. Like, it just seemed like the perfect time. Either that or it would be beforehand, like, 1 week before. But even then, I felt like the 19th would be the best. Unless they decided to really mix things up by having 4.5 hours of sleep. Mix things up by having it in October, like they did in X and Y. Would I play a Wedlock, or how would I play a Wedlock while using genderless Pokemon? I really don't know. I really don't. I did a Rainbow Wedlock rule thing that kind of addressed that, so you can check out the Sapphire Rainbow Wedlock series of mine, and maybe that'll give you some thoughts on it. I don't remember how I did it off the top of my head, though. Have I ever played Renegade Platinum? I have not. I don't think the Pokemon Company International released that game. Am I afraid they will be lazy remasters? Honestly, I'm... yes and no. So, first of all, I was in the camp that I don't think we need remakes, like, before they were announced. But after they were announced, I'm like, yeah, I like Diamond and Pearl. Like, they're classic to me. I was really let down by the last remakes. Well, okay, I mean, let's not count Let's Go. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I did not care for at all. I really did not like them. They're among my least favorite. And it's for, like, reasons I would go at length to describe. I try to look at it even objectively, not just subjectively. But there are a lot of concerns I have because Gen 4 introduced some generally fantastic, like, online connectivity. Generally fantastic. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means, but like it was also the first game to introduce that, and I feel like it's still way ahead of Festival Plaza or the YCOM or whatever. I mean, honestly, Sadeep, I enjoyed Let's Go more than I thought I would. Like, it was not perfect by any means, but I actually enjoyed it more than I was expecting, which is good. They did put some heart into it. But I'm not, like, afraid they're going to be lazy. I think that they, I don't know. I think that they are trying to make it true to the original. And I think that a lot of people have their own expectations of stuff, but I think that the style they're going for really is trying to capture that original look. So we'll see. We'll see. I think Oras is a great remake because it added many things. I mean, you see, this is how opinions go. Like, you might find you totally dislike Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, but I might like them. I don't like Oras, but you think they're great remakes. So a lot of that is in the eye of the beholder, and I think that's important. So there were a lot of things that I did think Oras added that were good, but there was a lot that just it didn't feel necessary or I just didn't care for. So the same could happen. I think we'll have to see how certain things are handled. For one, I'm not expecting the national decks. I don't think that's going to make it bad. I think it's just going to make it true to the original. But then seeing what they do with Wi-Fi or online play, because Sword and Shields is pretty bad. Let's Go's was terrible. It was terrible. It was like the worst. I'm really sorry, but like it really was. And this is being developed by a company that isn't Game Freak. Like, I'm sure that they'll oversee it and stuff, but I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be all right, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I think it will be fine. I think it's positioning itself more as like, you know, a remaster than a remake, and that's all right. I'm just looking forward to going through Sinnoh again. But I mean, if the game isn't great, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be great. But I'll fully admit there's a chance it could be bad. Like, you know, I think a lot of people are going to want it to be bad just so they can complain. Because a lot of people love complaining. That's, you know, how it goes. But honestly, like, I'm not expecting perfection. I'm not expecting a masterpiece. Just give me something fun to play. That's fine. I'll enjoy it. I'm just going to have my good time with it. And as I'm playing through it, if I find I don't enjoy it, well, yeah, I'll definitely let, you know, my opinions be heard. But I don't like the whole kind of just, you know. Let's see. I think we'll get Gen 1 through 4 national decks in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I don't. I think we're only going to get the Sinnoh decks, but I think it's going to be a modified version of the Platinum Sinnoh deck. So we're not getting it straight up as a remake or remaster. Like, it'll be kind of similar to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where they take elements from the third game and incorporate it. But that's just like my thought. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to having something to play. Like, I'm fine waiting longer for new main releases, because I think they really need more time to polish things. So having this as a little stopgap is fine. No, Jonathan, that actually hasn't been confirmed. That's straight up in the rumor mill. Right up there with Pokemon Z. Right up there with Delta Emerald. All that stuff. I'm not in the rumor business. I have this gut feeling that they have stuff to show for BDSP. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, remember, E3 is coming up pretty soon, and a lot of, you know, game companies, they like to show stuff around then. So, like, honestly, I was expecting to get the release date, like, 2 weeks from now or something. Like, it's weird to get it early. So we'll probably have more gameplay footage. I don't know if it'll be of just Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, or if it will be for Arceus as well. Am I excited for E3? Not really. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't have a PS5, nor am I really interested in getting one at this point. And I don't, like, there's nothing I'm really that excited for. Like, we'll see. It's weird. Like, I have this huge backlog of games I just want to go through. But there's a few things that I'm sure I'll be like, oh, that's cool. I don't know. I guess, like, E3, how they handled a lot of things recently, they've been not all that great. That's more of, like, the organization rather than the actual, like, events and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Like, you know, I like seeing new stuff, but I don't really buy into most of the hype for things. Alright, well anyway, I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, thereabouts. Thanks, Danny. Yeah, I just had this weird idea with the thumbnail. I worked on that image earlier for the site, like, not with me in it, but I had those two together. I'm like, what do I do for this? And I'm like, well, sure, let's just do this. But it looked too weird when it didn't have, like, the little edits for, like, Dialga's horns and Palkia's horns and stuff. So it's like, I'm just gonna do this really fast, just so it doesn't look like I'm just like, oh, you know, like the clickbait thumbnail. And then it actually looks goofy. Like, you can kind of tell it's meant to look goofy. Oh, thanks, Jake. That's great to hear. Yeah, wow, that's a long time. The White 2 playthrough was ages ago. Can we get those unedited for Maripagamo? Actually, let me take a look at those. Are they any good? I actually could. You know, I could probably make the one on the left a Maripog emote. I have like 2 more emote slots too. I think I'll do that. I think we'll finally get the Maripog emote. Hold on, can I get it just in its pure raw form? Let me see. Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick test here. Like, I'll need to do some work on it, but let's just see. I'm photoshopping, y'all. What's this going on? Okay, can I add an image here? I think I can just drag and drop it. Alright. New emote, anyone? Oh. I'll probably flip it like this. Put it on Oshawa? Yes. I should put that on a Twitch emote too, for anyone who's still subscribed over there. You'll be like, wait, what? I mean, might as well. I like it. I like it. That's a good idea. Finally, the Maripog we all deserve. Okay, I think we'll do that. I'll probably like cut out the shirt and stuff. Just have the face. That'll just take a little bit more time. Okay, new emote coming soon, y'all. Just gonna leave that up there. Finally! Finally. Good call on that, though. That's, like, a lot of the emotes I have on my face aren't just made for that. I mean, I guess technically I posed for this, but I didn't pose for it for an emote. So that works. That works. Alright, cool. I'll try to have that up for, I'll try to have it up for the, premiere. The premiere for, the finale. That'll be a Maripog moment, right? It's actually not super exciting, I'll be honest. But you know, it is what it is. How it goes. Alright, anyway, that being said, now that I have Maripog here, I think it is time for me to wrap things up. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you on Tuesday for the premiere of the finale of the Diamond Adventure. And I won't see a Wednesday, but we'll do some stuff on not this upcoming Sunday, but Sunday the 6th. I think that'll be fun. Alright, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, everyone. Aw, yeah.